Whatever kind of night you're having, start it off right with Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery. Whether you're mixing up a bullet bourbon old-fashioned for a cozy night in, or Kettle One Bloody Mary bar for a birthday brunch, you can get the perfect beer, wine, and spirits for any occasion delivered with Drizzly. So,
what's it gonna be?
Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com to choose your drinks today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
In an effort to call attention to the homeless cat problem here in Crabapple, WSHIT is more than proud to present the second half of the 48-hour marathon, Paws Across Crabapple. And now, live in studio, we're so happy to welcome back to Crabapple Jonathan Papplebottom, as he's here to sing his most famous song, a single that reached all the way to number 135,624 on the college alternative charts. Why Am I With You? Jonathan, it's your microphone. Break a leg.
What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son? Did you ever stop to notice all the children dead from war? Did you ever stop to notice this crying earth, this weeping shore?
No one can sing that song like Papplebottom. No one. Brings a tear to the eye every time. We'll be back after this commercial break.
On this episode of The Commercial Break.
He had a whole
list of why we're bad.
Why I'm a crybaby fucking moron. You know, It's funny to me though is that there's not a bit of irony lost on this guy that when he's sitting around complaining about us complaining, he's like, I can't believe I wasted 1 fucking minute on this, but you guys wasted hours and hours making that video. Hours and hours, bro. You don't know what the commercial break is all about.
5 minutes.
Yeah, Krissy and I plan nothing. We do this. Is literally 95% of it is off the cuff. And he says, can you do me a favor? Would you mind running in the bathroom and seeing if anybody is there? And she was like, do you think, like the waitress was like, do you think that these people like left on you? He said, I don't know them very well.
That's the first time I'm meeting, yeah.
So he actually said that everyone got so involved in this whole drama that the manager took off the appetizers because he felt so bad for my friend.
I bet everybody was like, no way.
They couldn't believe it.
And the pain coming from my upper jaw didn't go away until like 7 weeks after my surgery, basically.
Why would you say this?
I was in the middle of murdering people when you suddenly hinged me, and now I have only cut off one of the 6 arms I have to cut off. This guy is like, you're instantaneously getting a child, not a boyfriend. You're getting a child.
That was real too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was real. Yeah, he's probably hopped up on pain medication.
He was, yeah.
The next episode of The Commercial Break starts now.
That's a new one.
That's a new one. Look at that. Compliments of our friend Will the Champ.
Yes.
Who heard a bit that we did. The little things that we do at the beginning, I do at the beginning of the show.
Right.
Will said, you ought to make that the new opener for the show instead of the dolphin noise, like for season 3. But it was such a good idea that I had to get the jump on it. So here you go again, for those of you who didn't hear. That is a Spanish soccer announcer going fucking bananas. This guy is crazy. He's known for kind of his theatrics when goals are scored.
Yeah.
And so I got that. Anyway, welcome to the commercial break. I'm Bryan Green. This is Kristen Hoadley. And best to you. Best to you out there in the podcast universe. Best to you, Krissy.
Best to you, Bryan.
Best to you out there in the podcast universe. Welcome to yet another episode of The Commercial Break. Recording here on a weekend, which is not a typical MO for us, but
that's right.
We've both got things to do. I've got to go trudge my children all the way to downtown Atlanta to take some family fucking photographs, which I hate. Here's a little secret about Bryan Green. From the age of 21 to the age of 30, when I had my first marriage, there are probably 6 pictures of me. At all. I mean, there are just almost no photographs. Really, after I left my parents' house, there's almost no photographs of me, except for probably a couple of promotional photographs for Chopper Johnson and some other, random photos where I happen to be in someone else's photograph.
Right.
But none of me specifically, because I hate taking photographs. Which is,
I know, I'm not a big picture taker either.
Yeah, which is probably why I chose podcasting rather than vodcasting, and why our YouTube channel is doing so miserably. Actually, speaking of YouTube, I wanted to get in this a little bit. So our YouTube channel is actually kind of exploded a little bit. I say exploded. I mean, we don't have exploded from 2 to 4 people now watching. We can't get anybody to watch that fucking YouTube channel. But I think I figured out a couple of things. I cracked the code a little bit on what is interesting to watch. So I was talking with some of our fans via text message, and a couple of them explained to me that we listen on the podcast, we really don't want to watch it again, right? Sometimes it's interesting to go look and see what you guys are doing during a particular segment of the show, but I don't want to watch the entire thing. Our camera most definitely is sideways right now. I adjusted it and now it's sideways again. Do you see that? You see how it's kind of kitty? Look over there. Yeah, definitely. It looks like it's on a slope. We are the worst YouTubers ever. Anyway, so he said, listen, that's why it's not particularly, I don't feel, compulsive, I don't feel the compulsive need to go watch it on YouTube because I listen to it. That's the way I like to ingest the show. Number 1, makes sense. Number 2, it's just you two talking. Like when you're doing these clips, there's no action going on. Yeah. So I started putting in the clips, the video clips.
I know. I'm glad you figured that out.
I figured that out. And now people are staying around for much longer periods of time and watching.
Cool.
But also, we just have to start talking about controversial stuff like Kid Rock's fucking awful fucking video. Because, man, did people get all riled up. Yeah, they got all riled up. I mean, I guess we're, just a bunch of libtards who drink oat milk now because we said we didn't like Kid Rock's video.
And peruse Baby Gap.
Baby Gap. Yeah, I peruse Baby Gap to whack off to. And I drive my, Subaru? Yeah. And then I defend oat milk drinking on Reddit.
It was a pretty clever,
it was a clever, he had a whole
list of why we're bad.
Why I'm a crybaby fucking moron. It's funny to me though, is that there's not a bit of irony lost on this guy that when he's sitting around complaining about us complaining, he's like, I can't believe I wasted 1 fucking minute on this, but you guys wasted hours and hours making that video. Hours and hours, bro. You don't know what the commercial break is all about.
Minutes.
Yeah, Krissy and I plan nothing. We do this. Is literally 95% of it is off the cuff.
Yes.
So you don't know, but it's just so funny that people get all worked up, and then they're getting worked up.
And then actually write.
Yeah, then they take the time to do a bunch of research about it.
If I don't like something, I'm just going to be like, whatever, turn it.
So I figure we just got to start doing more controversial videos, and then because whatever we did, the algorithm caught on.
Attention.
Yeah, now our videos seem to be getting a lot of traction. So I think I've cracked the YouTube code. So stay tuned, and that reminds me that youtube.com/thecommercialbreak you can go and watch in the studio. I have a special playlist set up for it. In the studio is where Krissy and I take 5 to 10 minutes to talk about kind of more timely topics than we talk about here. Travis Scott and Astroworld. We talked about Taylor Swift. We talked about Pete and Kim. We talked about Kid Rock shitty video. Yeah. And we got a lot of positive feedback about our libtarding. So there you go. I got the craziest phone call from a friend the other day.
Wow.
Yeah. So guy tells me he's single. He's in his 30s. He explains to me that I haven't talked to the guy in a while, but he's explained to me that he went out on a date in Tampa, Florida. He hooked up with somebody on
one of the
Tinder.
apps.
I think it was Tinder. Hooks up with a girl. They talk for like a month and a half. The guy travels for work. So he talks for like a month and a half while this guy's traveling for work. And then they decide that they're going to meet when he gets back to Tampa. He's all excited about this. He's been texting with the girl off app for a long time, right? And they're texting back and forth.
Yeah,
he says
seems promising.
It's the kind of thing where like you wake up in the morning, you say, hey, how are you? Right?
That's exciting.
You got a connection.
You do.
With somebody. So he's all excited about this first meet. Friday night, let's meet down at the bar, and then maybe we'll go and have some dinner or whatever. So 7 o'clock, let's just assume 7 o'clock, whatever time, rolls around. He's going to meet this girl at the bar. She texts, hey, unfortunately, I'm running late. I cannot meet you at the bar. Would you just like to meet in an hour? We'll meet for dinner.
Okay.
Sure. Why not? Understand. Gotcha. 10-4. He has a drink. He goes to the restaurant down the street, walk to the restaurant down the street. And she is there already.
Okay, good.
Yes, at least she showed up, right?
Yes, I was afraid she
But
wasn't
she's
gonna
there
show up.
with her best friend, her mom,
What?
and her sister.
What?
Yeah, and my friend had no clue, had no idea that this was going to happen.
A first meeting?
A first meeting with mom, sister,
The fam.
and best friend.
Okay. Everybody that was maybe going to like approve of him?
I don't know. So he gets there, and without much explanation, she just says, hey, oh my gosh, I can't believe we met. And, hey, this is my mom, this is my sister, and this is my best friend, without ever addressing the fact that we never talked about your mom. But he decides to roll with it.
That's good.
He likes her.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Mm-hmm. So he sits down and he has dinner, and everybody has dinner. Nice restaurant. Everybody has dinner, 4 courses, the whole 9 yards. Everyone has drinks, appetizers, dinner, dessert, soup, whatever the hell. So at one point in the dinner, the mom gets up and excuses herself to go to the restroom, and the sister goes with her.
Okay.
But it's been like 10 minutes and no one, and they don't come back. But he doesn't really think much of this because he's more focused on the girl, right?
Yeah, and he's probably like, good, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like now we can
he's still got the best friend hanging around, but they're good.
Yeah.
So then at some point, the girl's best friend says, where's your mom and your sister? We should probably go check on them. And the girl, this date, is like, oh yeah, it's weird. They've been gone for almost 20 minutes. We'll go check on them. We'll be right back. None of them come back to the table. None of them.
No.
He had to pay for a meal for all 4 of the people that sat down and ate the dinner, and none of them came back. He got ghosted by an entire family of people that never said a word.
That is crazy.
Is that not completely
I would be pretty
fucked?
pissed.
And this girl, now her phone is off. He's blocked. He can't even get a hold of her.
Wow.
And she's not available on the app.
I haven't heard that one.
Haven't heard it ever. It was so. I couldn't believe the story as I was hearing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? Like, you
Now
went to
that
dinner.
is happening.
She brought her entire fucking family and friends. You had to foot the bill because no one showed back up after they went to the restroom.
I can't believe
He was like, Bryan, I'm not exaggerating one word.
you
That's
can't make
exactly
that up.
what happened. No, you can't
I
make
don't
that
think
up.
you can make that
You don't
up.
want to make
No,
that
you
up.
don't
You look
wanna
like a
make-
shithead. Yeah. So he ended up paying like $280 for this meal plus tip. He ended up paying $280 for this meal for this girl and her mom, supposedly her mom and her sister and her friend, and they never came back to the table.
That's an elaborate scheme to get a free dinner.
He was like, I went through the 7 stages of grief as I was sitting there.
Right.
At first, he thought, well, I hope mom and sister are okay.
Right.
Where did they go? Then as 10 minutes passed, he thought to himself, should I go check? Or should I go send?
Check on them.
Yeah. And so he's starting to slowly kind of come to the realization that everybody at the table just got up and left, and I'm the only one here. And it's been 10 minutes for my date, and 30 minutes for the mom and the sister, and no one has returned. So at one point he got the waitress, and the waitress was like, "Oh, do you want me to box up whatever was left on the table? You want me to box up their dessert?" And he says, "Can you do me a favor? Would you mind running in the bathroom and seeing if anybody is there?" And she was like, "Do you think?" Like the waitress was like, "Do you think that these people like left on you?" He said, "I don't know. I don't know them very well."
It's the first time I'm meeting. Yeah.
So. He actually said that everyone got so involved in this whole drama that the manager took off the appetizers because he felt so bad for my friend.
I bet everybody was like, no way.
They couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And he said to me, he goes, Bryan, I am sure that within 15 seconds of this girl going into the bathroom and realizing that no one was there, that everyone had left, that the entire wait staff and all the barterners and all the managers knew
she was like,
this story.
You're never going to believe what just happened to the guy at my table.
He just got ghosted by 4 people.
Family.
Dating is the fucking worst in 2021. Can you believe that?
It is. No, I cannot believe that.
It's kind of like, how do you follow up with that? What are you going to do? Call the cops?
Right.
Yeah. You met this girl on a date. What did she look like? Okay, maybe you can figure out what she looks like, but you have no real information on her. You just have this Tinder.
Sure.
But then he says as soon as he realized what was going on, he texted her, hey, is everything okay? Where are you?
Yeah.
Right? You've been gone. At this point, she had been gone for like 30 minutes. And instantaneously it says, a message not delivered.
The message not delivered.
And then he got on the app and her profile was gone.
Wow.
And so he knew.
Elaborate.
That's completely fucked.
It really is.
That is like pig fuckery. That is so shitty of someone to do. Poor guy. How's he going to recover from this?
I don't know. You're going to have trust issues after that.
He's a handsome gentleman too, and he's just kind of had like a lot of people, he's kind of down on his luck when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
He's not so good at commitment either. I mean, he does cheat a lot. I'm not giving your name away. Don't worry, my friend. I'm not giving your name away. But he's not always the most faithful guy.
Okay.
But otherwise, he's, other than all the cheating stuff, he's a really nice guy to date, in case anybody's interested. He's a handsome gentleman. He makes a good living. He's smart. He's independent. Like, he's got a lot of shit going for him in the right direction. Mm-hmm. He just happens to get ghosted by entire families of people.
Maybe it was a payback universe situation.
Maybe. I think I would have addressed right away, hey, it's so nice to meet everybody. I hadn't really expected everyone was coming to dinner.
Yeah.
Right? I think I would have sussed that out right at the beginning, because I would have sensed that something was off.
Right.
Like, you and I made these plans for a month. We were waiting to meet each other.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
To come together and talk about what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
And get to know each other.
Absolutely. And then when things are completely different than you had expected,
right.
Wouldn't you just wouldn't you say something? I would have said something.
Yeah, I think I would have too. Like, exactly like what you said. Oh my God, I didn't expect to meet the whole family, but hey.
Yeah, but hey, how is everybody? Yeah. So what happened? So why are you guys here? Right. Like, did you guys have dinner plans? Yeah. I would have kind of dug in a little bit just to see what the responses were. Because, I mean, I don't know, maybe my spidey senses are a little different than some people's, but I just, if that presented with the same situation, I would have definitely had my weird dar would have went off. I would have been like, this is really strange. Yeah, why are we all here eating? Yeah. Or I would have pulled her aside or texted her under the table like, hey, why are you bringing your parent, why are you bringing your fucking mom to our first date? That's so strange. Hey, everybody, it's the commercial break inside of the commercial break. Go to tcbpodcast.com if you'd like to find out more about Krissy and I. You can read all the show notes, get our sponsors, special URLs and codes. You can listen to all the audio. You can watch all the video, all from our website. And if you'd like to, you can drop us a line at 661-237-8296. That's 661-BEST2, at The Commercial Break on Instagram. YouTube.com/The Commercial Break is the home of our brand new series, TCB in the Studio. Content you cannot get through the audio version. So please go ahead, jump over there and subscribe. It'd be a great Christmas present to yourself. Get your free TCB Collectibles sticker. Series number 2 is out right now by going to the website and click on I Want My Free Sticker. We'll tell you how to get it. You tell us where to send it, and we'll have it home for the holidays, just in time. We want to thank you for being a listener of The Commercial Break, and we know commercials aren't your favorite thing in the world, but our sponsors are good enough to give you free shit and discounts just by listening to the commercials. So please use the specialized URLs and codes to get your free shit, and then the sponsors keep on coming back, and then we get to do more content, and you get to keep on listening. It's a big lovey-dovey relationship, trust me. Happy holidays to you and yours, and now a word from our sponsors. Hey guys, wanted to let you know that this episode is sponsored in part by Texas Lone Star Tamales at TexasLoneStarTamales.com. This holiday season, we all know we're getting turkey, we all know we're getting gravy, and we know we're getting lots of starchy foods. Bring home the authentic taste of Mexican cuisine to your house this holiday season. Let Texas Lone Star Tamales take care of the food for you. It's easy, fast delivery. We'll have the Texas Lone Star Tamales to your front door in no time, and it's literally a 3-step process to cook those tamales. If you can cook pasta, you can cook these tamales, and they are delicious. The pork is my favorite. We got a big box of beef, chicken, pork, and cheese from Texas Lone Star Tamales. Make it different this year. Get Texas Lone Star Tamales. They'll take care of the food for you. Like I mentioned, fast, free delivery to your front door. And as a holiday gift from their family to the TCB family, you can use the code TCB at checkout to receive a free dozen tamales. That'll keep you fed for at least a week. Go to TexasLoneStarTamales.com and use that code TCB for a free dozen tamales. That's TexasLoneStarTamales.com. Use the code TCB. Thanks, Texas Lone Star Tamales. Hey guys, wanted to let you know that this episode is sponsored in part by Playbook. Krissy and I have broached this subject many times on the commercial break. We agree that some of the worst stress you can feel in your life is financial stress. And if you don't have a handle on where your finances are or a goal for where you're going, it just leads to more financial stress. Playbook is built to help you grow a plan for your money, optimize your taxes, and watch your finances so you don't have to worry so much about money anymore. Playbook is an app that gets to know your unique financial situation and helps you get the most out of every dollar you save. The best part? You don't have to do any crazy budgeting or change your lifestyle at all. As a small business owner, I understand that having your finances in order and having a plan for where you're going is so very important, and it's not something I'm always strong with. So I'm so glad to have the help of Playbook. You've got to try it. It's an app for growing your money, and the average user helps boost their net worth by over $1.3 million. That's right. Playbook is helping the average user boost their net worth by over $1.3 million. I have a phone call to get set up with the good people at Playbook, and I'm so excited that it'll allow me to look at all of my accounts, my goals, and my progress in one place instead of having to go to 10 different financial apps. So, to get on the road to financial freedom with me, go to helloplaybook.com/TCB. And with that unique link, helloplaybook.com/TCB, you'll get a free Playbook Impact. It predicts how much net worth you could grow if you start today with helloplaybook.com/TCB. Let's go to financial freedom and beyond. Go to helloplaybook.com/TCB and look out for future updates on my use with Playbook. This episode is sponsored in part by Beachbound.com. Beachbound.com is an online travel agency with expertise in worldwide beach vacations and only beach vacations. They're reinventing beach travel with Beachbound.com. You can book worldwide beach vacations, including flights, hotels, transfers, and excursions, all from one location at Beachbound.com. They are committed to building the best beach experiences that fulfill all of your cravings and curiosities, because to Beachbound.com, the beach isn't just a place, it's a way of life. And man, we couldn't agree more. We've been to this website, hundreds and hundreds of hotels, excursions for every member of the family, your transfers, your cars, everything from one location, beachbound.com. The beach truly is a way of life, and we would choose the beach over any other kind of vacation, and we will use beachbound.com to book our next beach vacation, because that's all they do, and they have expertise in only beaches. Go to beachbound.com and book all of your beach travel from one location. Beachbound.com. Thanks, Beachbound. Hey, TCB family members, gotta let you know that this episode is sponsored in part by Quip and GetQuip.com. My dental care is meticulous. I love my dental care routine. I floss and I brush at least twice a day, and GetQuip.com is helping people all around the world do just that. The Quip electric toothbrush is loved by over 7 million people, and there's reasons why. It has a time sonic vibration with 30-second pulses to guide the dentist recommended 2-minute clean. It's got a lightweight and sleek design for both adults and my kids. It's also got a multi-use travel cover that doubles as a mirror mount for less clutter in your bag. Plus, it's got reusable handles in a range of sleek metal hues, including the all-time bestseller, black and all pink.
If you feel like you're on top of your brushing already, you can upgrade with Quip and the new Smart Motor. You track and improve your brushing with the free Quip app, and you can earn amazing rewards like free refills, products, Target gift cards, and so much more. If you go to getquip.com/TCB right now, you'll get your first refill for free. That's what they're doing for the TCB family. That's your first refill for free at getquip.com/TCB. GetQuip.com/TCB. Quip is the good habits company. So go to getquip.com/TCB to get your free refill when you order with our specialized URL. Come on, guys. Stop with the stanky breath. Get your oral care in order. Never sit in a dentist chair for hours again. GetQuip.com is helping. Thanks, Quip, for being a sponsor of the commercial break.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Whatever kind of night you're having, start it off right with Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery. Whether you're mixing up a bullet bourbon old-fashioned for a cozy night in, or Kettle One Bloody Mary bar for a birthday brunch, you can get the perfect beer, wine, and spirits for any occasion delivered with Drizzly. So,
what's it gonna be?
Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com to choose your drinks today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
I was digging around the internet, as I
do.
And just on the back of this conversation, I wanted to see what the newest, latest, greatest dating trends were.
Okay.
What I figured out, or what I'm hearing, what the scuttlebutt is around the internet, is that Hinge, which is a popular dating app, that has like 9.5 million active users, or maybe
I've
more.
heard of Hinge.
Yeah, okay. And they have added a new feature. Rather than text back and forth with somebody, like on their app, rather than IM with them, you can now send them a voice message of 30 seconds. And so it's called like it's called Hinge Audio or something, right? I call it Hinge Cringe, though, quite frankly, because some of the things that these people say are ridiculous. But if you don't know how to get the conversation started, Hinge will prompt you. It will give you a prompt. It'll be like, your biggest secret, or food you like most, song that you sing the best.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
It'll give you a conversation starter. Correct.
Yeah.
And you can imagine how well this has gone down. It's just,
I'm sure.
There's a huge TikTok craze now of taking your cringy Hinge audio, your cringe Hinge audio, and putting it online on TikTok. And embarrassing the shit out of people when they do stupid stuff.
That is hilarious. I can't believe it.
You will not belong. You will not believe how much time I spent on TikTok the other day going through these videos and finding audio appropriate for this, for our show. Would you like to hear? Of course you would like to hear.
Of course.
Would you like to hear some of the Hinge cringe? Yes. Are you ready?
Hinge cringe.
Okay. Now remember, some people are being prompted. Other people are just kind of doing their own thing.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So
they think they're being clever.
But almost all of these are cringe. Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let these speak for themselves. I'm not going to do a lot of talking before them. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Hiking and tacos are not personalities. If I was impressed by someone that hikes or eats tacos, I would literally date 101% of humans. I would date anyone because everyone likes tacos. And hiking is like a very basic activity. So I need to know more or I'm gonna lose it. Please, no more guacamole, tacos, hiking stuff.
Everybody likes tacos.
Everybody likes tacos. True story. And hiking is a very basic activity.
General.
Anybody can hike if you got, even if you don't have two legs, you can still. I thought to say anybody with two legs, and even if you don't have two legs, you can still hike.
Yeah.
This girl is pissed. And
so she was saying that too.
She was saying that to a guy.
Who wrote about the tacos and the hiking.
She was like, no, tacos is not a personality trait.
I need to know.
Tell me about yourself. I like tacos. She's right about that. That's not a thing. That's not a personality trait. Who cares if you like tacos? Everybody likes tacos. It's like, air.
All right.
Yeah. I drink liquid through my mouth. Strange. Interesting.
That is very unique.
A lot of people do like to do sing-songy bullshit on here. A lot of people like to sing songs. That's a thing. Okay, let's go into this one.
Zoom 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 loop.
Okay.
Here's the thing. We started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend.
Yeah. Since you've been gone. Guy should keep his mouth shut.
Oh, wow. Was he maybe just trying to be different? Stand out from the crowd?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell whether it was a generation, these younger kids are just a generation of such fucking smartasses.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all of the internet culture. So it's hard to tell if something is, like a...
And everybody thinks they can sing.
A 4chan joke. Yeah, and everyone thinks they can sing. That's right. That's what we learned from American Idol. Everybody thinks they can sing. And most people cannot.
Right.
Right. And I include myself in that bunch, by the way. And I was in a band with a record label. But then again, you don't have to.
Pipes.
Yeah, that's true. Got the pipes. I just don't know how to use them. Here's a rather strange confession by somebody on a first date. Now, let me explain her profile because I think that'll help this. Her profile. She is I don't know how to say this. A stripper. Obviously, she's in the back of a strip joint. You can tell she's like in the dressing room of a strip joint. She's wearing a glittery silver string bikini. And I mean string bikini, I mean string bikini, right? And she has tattoos all over the bottom half of her body.
Okay.
So I guess, I don't want to say trashy stripper because I think that's not, I don't want to come across like a dick. But, maybe a trashy stripper. Yeah. Trashy stripper. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah. Like I'm worried about what I'm going to say on this.
Picture?
Yeah.
This is her profile.
This is her profile picture. Okay. Some of the people put the profile pictures of the people that they are getting these audios from. Uh-huh. Now, most people have the good common sense to either kind of like black out their eyes and their name, but some people don't. They actually put their full profile picture, which I think is kind of dickish, actually. Yeah, no matter, unless you're getting like, comments about, rape or something like that. Like, I don't, if you're just getting a stupid audio message, don't put their profile picture and their name up there. Don't be a dick. Yeah. I mean, I understand you get some funny video, put it out there, but cut off their head or something, don't put their fucking whole name up there.
So, I was born with, a really small little third nipple, and I was also homeschooled, and my family was religious, so we talked about a lot of, different religious events that happened throughout history. And we were talking about the Salem witch trial, and they were talking about how if you have a witch's tit and it's like a third nipple, and if you poke it with a needle and it doesn't bleed, then you're a witch. And I poked it with a needle and it didn't bleed. So I literally thought I was a real life witch for 5 years of my formative adolescence.
Of my formative adolescence. Whoa. Jesus Christ.
Way to reel in the people.
Well, I'm sold. Let's get married.
Yeah. You're a dream girl.
Yeah. I'm just going to fly you to Paris right now. That's someone you bring to the queen right there.
Oh, yeah.
My third nipple. I knew a girl with a third nipple one time. Yeah, I didn't date her or anything. I mean, I never saw it. What's that?
Was she a witch?
She was a bitch. I don't know if she was a witch. But she wasn't the sweetest of human beings, I'll tell you that much. Here's a guy who I don't know, you tell me.
Okay, you should not go out. Oh. Hey, Mikey. Hey, Drake. What's going on? Oh, nothing much. It's a Bachelor night. You told us we'd watch The Bachelor tonight. Sorry, Drake. I'm just in the middle. I'm doing a little bit of a recording. Can it wait a little bit? Oh, but Kanye West came and he's He said he was so excited to see you. He had so much fun last weekend. Hurry up. Okay, oh shit, I'm running out of time. Just give me 1 second, I'm almost done.
Bad.
You, hey, Hinge, you should not go out with me.
Bad.
Do not
do not go out with me. Period.
Yeah.
Drop it right there.
Yeah.
That is bad.
That was really
sketch
bad.
comedy right there. Yeah. Drake is, I don't know what he is. Is he a gay? Kanye and Drake is not. They're going to watch Bachelor together. I'm not sure what was going on there, but I think I think you ought to rethink that one. You do not have a future at Saturday Night Live. Or maybe you do have a future at Saturday Night Live, given the current state of Saturday Night Live. Here's another guy who I think just needs to shut his mouth. Literally.
I went through a very painful jaw surgery on the 21st of June. I had a lot of pain after surgery, but I was given a lot of pain medications, and the pain coming from my upper jaw didn't go away until like 7 weeks after my surgery, basically.
Why would you say this?
I was in the middle of murdering people when you suddenly hinged me, and now I have only cut off one of the 6 arms I have to cut off. This guy is like, you're instantaneously getting a child, not a boyfriend. You're getting a child.
I think that was real too.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it was real. Yeah, he's probably hopped up on pain medication. When you're already drama puking on somebody, you're already
painful surgery.
Painful surgery. Don't tell people about your bullshit right off the beginning.
No,
that's like a 6 to 8 weeks in.
You gotta have a little mystique.
You gotta have a little mystique. You gotta seem like you got your shit put together.
Right. At least seem like it.
I had a hangnail last night. It kept me up all night. I couldn't get the covers. Kept on catching my hangnail. You want to go out on Tuesday?
That's so weird. So weird.
So strange.
I mean,
sounds like a guy we used to know.
That's true.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's how he would approach a first date.
That's probably true.
Oh, I had one of my testicles hurts. I got a headache. I'm not really sure why. Do you still want to go out?
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. Don't throw up your bullshit on someone in the first, I'd say 6 to 8 weeks that you're dating them.
30 seconds. The first 30
I
seconds.
know. You didn't even give the poor girl a fucking chance to understand who you were. You're already complaining about your damn jaw. Take some more Percocet and chill out. Seriously. I mean, don't do that.
No.
Don't drama puke on somebody when you're trying to woo them.
Exactly.
I think that's the problem.
There's no wooing.
Well, yeah, there's no wooing going on. I think the part of the problem, even with people my age, I think this all started with Gen Xers, right? All of us. I think part of the problem is that we feel so entitled, and that everybody else, that our story is so unique, and that we need to and everyone needs to hear about our dramatic lives in order to gain some sympathy or some understanding or some perspective. The truth is, no one really wants to hear your bullshit.
No. Everybody's worried about themselves.
Yeah, everybody's worried about themselves. Everyone's got their own thing. You're not entitled to any more empathy than the next guy, and you're really coming across like you're already a child.
Yeah.
So, any normal woman or guy, whoever you're talking to, would go, I don't want to take care of this dude. Like, I don't want to have a baby on my hands, right?
Bad first impression.
Yeah, so just chill out. You know, your drama is not any more dramatic than anyone else's drama, and no one wants to hear it. Here's a little secret about life that I've learned. No one really wants to hear you talk. They love to talk about themselves, but not anybody else. Why do you think I talk on this podcast so much? It's because my wife won't listen to me anymore.
And so your best friend Krissy will.
So my best friend Krissy will. And even she doesn't. She's admitted she tunes out for most of the show. She's thinking about getting
just parts of it.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Just the parts where you're talking, Bryan. Here's another.
I love it.
I love you too.
You'd be so fucking lucky if Dana decided to swipe right on you. The idea that Dana would swipe right on you, and if you have become a match, brother, bloke to bloke. Think about it.
What?
You fucking 1 in a million chance here, mate. Don't fuck it up.
Was he saying that for her?
He's saying that for Dana.
Okay.
Right? So it's
okay.
Dana's profile. Dana's spitting back at somebody. And it's rather than Dana answering the question, Dana's like repeating what her... Listen to her in the background. She sounds like a fucking yammering llama.
You'd be so fucking lucky if Dana decided to swipe right on you. The idea that Dana would swipe right on you, and if you have become a match, brother, bloke to bloke, think about it. You fucking 1 in a million chance.
Or high on meth or something like that.
I think they're on something.
Yeah. You should see Dana. Dana's a rather attractive human being, right? And so...
so anybody would be lucky.
Yeah. I mean, yes, they would. Actually, this guy's right. Bloke to bloke. You would be lucky if Dana swiped right on you. But we know people like this, too. They hide behind other people's opinions of them, right? It's like, true. Dana, speak for yourself. Come on. And don't stand there back there yammering like a fucking parrot. No matter how hot Dana was, I think I would have swiped left going, I don't want, now I want to deal with her friends busting my balls. Come on. I've dated girls like this, like where the friends are overly protective of everything that happens. And they ended up, I'm a dickhead just because I came into this person's life and they're not going to change their mind at all. And this woman and all of her friends disliked me because I'm sure they wanted to get in her pants, right? It's like, come on, guys. Yeah. I'm a dick because why? Because you like her more than I do? I don't know. Stop it.
Yeah.
You want to date someone who's just a little crazy. It's like putting salt on your food. You need a little bit to add some flavor and make things interesting and spice it up. If you have too much salt on your food, well, then you can't eat the thing. Maybe you're up all night. Maybe it makes you sick and you're paying for it for days. If you have no salt on your food, well, then your meal's just boring. So just like a little bit of salt, I want a little bit of crazy. And if that's you, feel free to apply.
Hey, feel free to apply. What, am I getting a job? What the hell is that? Well, first of all, I hate the analogy. And second of all, I don't know anybody that's put too much salt on their food and ended up sick for days.
Yeah, kept you up all night.
You put a lot of salt on your fucking food. Does salt keep you up all night? I'm not sure. I don't know. It never has for me anyway. It's a bad analogy, first of all. Second of all, you don't want a little crazy. You don't want any crazy. No. Just trust me on this one. A little crazy always means there's more behind there. Yeah,
you may think you want a little spice.
You may think you want a little spice, but when you get involved, I don't know. I'm sure that there are people who really enjoy, the drama of the relationship. Maybe I shouldn't talk.
I was going to say.
Wow. Like you never dated anybody crazy?
Yeah.
Not since I've known you.
I have.
Okay, you ready? Ready? Here we go.
I've never been much of a green flag connoisseur. I've always been much more of a red flag kind of guy. And I just want to treat you with kindness. And I want that kindness to be met with fear and skepticism and doubt. What? Because you've never had a good guy before.
It's another jokester.
And hopefully you'll let me battle against all of your past traumas that you haven't healed from in a fight that I can never win. Also, if you could be crazy, that would be really great as well.
Oh.
It's another guy asking for crazy. The hell's going on with you kids? Well, first of all, a joker you're not. Yeah, no Dave Chappelle are you, my friend. You're trying to wrap something in a joke there. I get it, but it's not very
trying
good.
To be sarcastic.
Yeah, he just kind of sounding like a dork. Yeah, like a dork who doesn't understand what dating is all about. See. I think
I feel some wisdom coming on.
You feel some wisdom coming on?
Yes, I feel Bryan's aura is changing. He's about to slap some knowledge.
You know how in yoga they go, Om. I go, Dum. Here comes some Dum.
Yes, we're going to start doing that.
Yes, Dum. Bryan's wisdom. Ding. Ding. I used to have like a bell, little ding. A little one of those little wisdom bowls where you hit it and make a noise. Right. Until my kids broke it. Yeah. I don't know. My kids broke it. They take everything off my table. I can't have anything nice around here. All my kids take everything. Here's what I was going to say, which I almost forgot. So I'm going to say it before my old man brain goes away. I think the kids today like comedy is a strength. We already talked about this. Comedy is a strength.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy is a sexy attribute.
It
if you
is.
can do it well, and anybody can be funny. Everybody has a sense of humor, and anybody can be funny to the right person under the right circumstances.
True.
But to get that right in 30 seconds is really difficult, especially with somebody that you don't know.
Yeah.
And so rather than trying to force an odd joke in there, why don't you just try and come up with something original that's like not trying to force a punchline in there, right? Just be yourself and talk to somebody. So I might have approached that, or don't try and make the entire 30 seconds a joke. The punchline's way too long there, right?
Yeah.
So I might have approached it by saying, I'm actually not a red flag guy. I'm a green flag guy. I'm much rather look at the positives rather than the negatives. And I know we've all had past traumas before in our relationships, and so I'm sure that we're going to have to work together to get through that. And maybe you want to start next Tuesday night on my couch with some Netflix. Right there you go, and that's how you do it, right?
That is how
the
you
punchline
do
needs
it.
to be quick. It doesn't need to be the whole joke.
Maybe you need to put your services out there.
I'd love to.
The Hinge
I'd love to.
members,
Yes.
and say it could be an option like hire Bryan Green.
Hire Bryan for your Hinge
messages.
app.
Yep.
Guys.
Ding, ding, ding,
the
ding,
brand new
ding.
TCB idea. Patreon, the break room, Clubhouse, Fireside, stickers, brand new car. Here's a squatty potty. Here's $1,000 for liking our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Our brand new idea. I wish I had a drum roll. Bryan will do your Hinge audio for you.
That's right.
For $5 a pop, I will do your Hinge audio for you, your 30-second Hinge audio. Call me up. Tell me the general gist of what you want to get across, and I'll make sure it comes across.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay. So my idea was, ready? If we're let's take this guy's 30-second audio and let's rephrase it appropriately.
I agree.
You know what? I don't like to look at red flags. I'd rather look at green flags. I'm kind of a glass half full kind of guy. So I'd rather look at the positives about a relationship rather than the negative. And I know we're all going to carry some trauma into the next relationship. It's just the way that life goes. You're always going to carry some baggage onto the next flight. But we'll work through it together next Tuesday night on my couch with some Netflix.
Yeah.
And a condom.
There you go.
Because I'm a safe guy.
Boom.
Okay. Now let's listen to what Jim said.
I've never been much of a green flag connoisseur. I've always been much more of a red flag kind of guy.
I mean, connoisseur.
And I just want to treat you with kindness.
Yeah, don't use connoisseur.
I want that kindness to be met with fear and skepticism and doubt, because you've never had a good guy before. And hopefully you'll let me battle against all of your past traumas that you haven't healed from in a fight that I can never win. Also, if you could be crazy, that would be really great as well.
Yeah, there's entirely too much talking going on there. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. She just thinks you're a dork now, dude. She's like, oh, that obviously.
The first part of it didn't even make sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Connoisseur.
I'm a connoisseur of red flags. Next, swipe left. Yep, for sure. Okay, here's another one. Let's see. Let's see if we can get Bryan's new Hinge audio services on this next guy. Yeah.
My greatest strength is going down on a woman. And if you let me go down on you, this is what it'll sound like.
No.
I ain't got nothing for you, dude. Bryan's Hinge audio services is out of business already because I don't even know what the fuck that is. Dude, that is
how do you
gross.
pretty that up?
That is weird. That is gross.
Yeah.
That is nasty. No one wants to hear that.
No.
And it's not funny.
No.
Is the worst part about it is that you're trying to be funny, but there is nothing funny about that Hinge audio. Nothing. All that went on for way too long.
Yeah.
So
weird.
So here, let me give you my 5 minute. Let me give you my Hinge audio services. Ready?
Okay.
Hi, my name is Tom, and I should be immediately banned from this application. My name is Tom, and
Yeah.
Here's how I eat a pancake. Cookie Monster. I eat your pussy. Nom, 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 nom. It's so bad,
That's
dude.
really
that
bad.
was really bad. That's the worst we've heard yet.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Here's another one.
Okay.
A male honeybee
A random fact that I love is that a male honeybee, whenever he ejaculates, his ejaculation is so strong that
What is happening in the background?
his ejaculation is so strong that it explodes his dick, and I think that's a hell of a way to go.
Okay, bro, you need Brian's Hinge audio services immediately. Brand new from Provocateur 3000. It's Brian's Hinge audio services in 30-second bites, $5 a piece. Call 1-900-AUDIO now. Here's dude. That was
terrible.
Terrible. All those people in the background, what are they doing? Why are they involved?
Were they buzzing like a bee?
No, they're just drunk in the background. And they're like,
Oh, nothing like getting that message with a bunch of your drunk friends talking about a bee penis explosion.
If you want to be sexy about that, here's how you do it.
Okay, give it to us, Brian.
I think you're so hot. I'm going to be like a bumblebee when we get in the bed. My dick's going to explode.
Okay, that was not much better.
No, you don't think so?
I'm gonna be honest.
That wasn't better? No? Okay.
You could do something that was more like sweet, like something about a bee and honey and attraction. Like that.
I've always felt like you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. Mm-hmm. And like the bee, my dick is gonna explode.
Pow!
Okay. So I don't think I still got it. Ready?
Okay.
I've always felt like honey is the best lovemaking accoutrement. I'll put some honey on your nipples, and then my dick will explode. Yes, there we go.
Warmer.
We got it. Yeah. Okay, all right. Ready? I've always felt that your vagina is like a beehive. I want to come in there and then let my dick explode. I'm like a bee because you got me buzzing. Watch my dick explode.
I know. You can't get away
from the dick exploding. It doesn't work. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Going back in time now, I think we should... Hold on. Let's see here.
Okay.
I went through a very painful jaw surgery on the 21st of June. I had a lot of pain after surgery, but I was given a lot of pain medications, and the pain coming from my upper jaw didn't go away until like 7 weeks after my surgery, basically.
Huh.
I had a jaw surgery the other day, and as they were putting me under, I took one last look at your Hinge profile. And I said to myself, man, my dick's gonna explode.
You're gonna say that. Yeah, that is a classic.
That
line.
is classic. We're now going to use
everything.
Will wanted us to use this. Hold on 1 second. But soon what we're going to use is my dick's going to explode.
Maybe that is the dick explosion.
Oh, maybe that. This guy is crazy. I feel bad for these kids today and all this Hinge shit. Man, that's terrible.
It's so complicated, and you have to try and guess
I
what
know.
the other person's thinking or meant or what.
Yeah, and with audio like that, it's like you've really not gotten yourself any closer to understanding anybody. Not with one of those.
If I was actually on Hinge, I don't think I would want to use this.
No, you can turn it off, by the way. You can turn it off. Yeah. You don't have to use it. But there are plenty of people that are using it for pure entertainment purposes. It's ridiculous. Guys, I understand this is a difficult time to grow up and try and meet somebody. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of complicated things that weren't around when I was, in my early 20s.
Yeah.
It was either you met somebody at a bar or you met somebody through a friend, and that was it.
Yeah.
There were dating sites around, and maybe Match.com had an app in my mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
But
it was just getting started.
Yeah, it was just getting started, and all of those online dating services were for old people. Like you didn't, when I was in my 20s, you didn't use a dating app. You went out to the bar. That's what you did. You went out to the bar, you hung out with friends, you met through a party, somebody hooked you up with somebody. That's how, or you met somebody at work. That's how things went. And it was all very organic. It didn't feel so forced. The truth is, you are really in a complicated situation where you got to try and figure out how to, make your dick explode.
Right. And then there's like the profile, and you don't know what's true and what's not.
That's just catfishing and all this stuff. And then even if somebody puts their real picture on there, it's likely you're getting the best photograph that they ever had.
Yeah.
So how do you ever really know?
I know.
That's another chief complaint amongst some of my friends that are single. And they do it too, by the way. I've seen their profile pictures that they're putting their best foot forward too. Of course you are. If you have a chance, you're putting your best foot forward. The issue for them, they go and they swipe right. And it's the best photograph this girl has ever taken, or the best photograph this guy has ever taken. So everybody's hot, basically.
Yeah.
But then you meet them in real person, and that's not a true representation of who they are. They're 30 pounds heavier. They're 4 years older. They're 2 kids later, or whatever it is.
Right.
And that's why I think, kind of, quite frankly, I think the premise of Tinder may be broken a little bit. Looks are certainly a part of an initial attraction.
Of course.
For sure, without a doubt. But there is an X factor that you can't add into Tinder, and that is the pheromone factor.
Yeah.
You can't add that into Tinder, and you never will be able to. When you meet somebody in person, there is raw magnetic attraction that happens because God and the universe has put some chemistry in the air called pheromones. And
and like the inflection in their voice,
and
the way that they talk,
and
their
they
body
look,
language,
body language
towards you,
how many beers you've had,
right.
all that stuff you can't replicate on Tinder, right? And I feel bad for you because you don't meet that. Yeah, I've been to bars. I mean, not in a while, but I've been to bars. And you can see that the younger generation, they're all on their phone. They're literally at the bar on their Tinder.
Phone. Yeah,
it's like, guys, look around. There's a bunch of people right here. You guys could match each other right here. It's unbelievable. Yeah, you get with you.
You do this. Okay.
I think we ought to try and do like a little match game here on the commercial break, like a love connection type thing here on the commercial break. Yeah, I don't want the liability if something goes really wrong, but maybe we should cook up a way in season 3 that we can do a dating game live here on air and see if we can put a couple of single swingers together and get it done. What do you think?
Yeah, make it. Yeah,
I like that idea.
I love the commercial break match.
The commercial break commercial break match game. Coming in season 3. All right, couple more weeks left before the end of season 2. And we're super excited about season number 3.
Yeah.
New studio, new logo, new all kind of shit. Super excited. So stay tuned for that. But I just, here we are still stuck in season 2. The never-ending season, it feels like. We've done like 112 episodes.
We've done a full year.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We've done a full year.
What was first episode was 39, I think, was the first episode of the season. So, and then we started 2 episodes very quickly in the new year.
Yeah.
So we've done almost 100 episodes this year. Wow.
And more, really, that have not aired.
Well, I might put a couple of the lost episodes.
I think you should.
During the Christmas break,
Yeah,
I might do
slice
like
and dice.
1 episode and put the best of the lost episodes.
I like
because
that.
just because they're bad in general doesn't mean that every bit of them is
Right,
bad.
no,
there's still
there's
some
some
funny.
gold.
And just
Yeah.
because they're generally offensive doesn't mean that every bit of it is offensive. Some of them are.
Right.
Some of them, I don't know what we were thinking. I don't know how we thought that topic was ever going to be not offensive. Oh man!
You live and you learn.
I'll give you an idea of what one of them was. Women that dress up like children and have their.
That was bad. It felt wrong.
Yeah, it was
from
wrong.
the beginning.
We got like 20 minutes. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Like, this is making me uncomfortable.
It felt funny when I was watching the clip, but then when we started talking about it, I thought to myself, I don't know how we make this funny. Yeah,
no.
because it's really
it's creepy and weird.
It's just guys that want to get off on whatever. You get it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't need to get into all the other stuff. YouTube.com/The Commercial Break is where you go to check out our brand new series In the Studio, where Krissy and I take 5 to 10 minutes to talk about a timely topic. Travis Scott, Astroworld, Taylor Swift re-recording songs, Pete and Kim K dating, and most recently, Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, go there, read the comments. That'll be fun for the whole family. Some of those comments, YouTube won't even let them,
Yeah.
I don't care if you comment whatever you're going to comment. I'm not going to censor anybody on my channel. But a couple of them won't go through. Like they won't.
Yeah, YouTube is censoring
I
them.
guess so. I'm not really sure. I don't know how that works.
Maybe they're like, they've been flagged as a troll.
Possibly. Yeah,
You know, for
or they
for
said
other
certain
things.
words
Yeah.
like, libtard or oat milk. Maybe their dick exploded. Maybe
Yes,
that's what
maybe
happened.
that's what
so
happened.
youtube.com/The Commercial Break. Please subscribe, like the videos. That's exclusive content you can't get anywhere else. We'd love it if you would check it out. And if you hear us doing clips here in the studio and you'd like to see the visuals to that, you can now find it youtube.com/The Commercial Break, at The Commercial Break on Instagram, and 661 Best to Yo. Sticker number 2 is now available. Go to tcbpodcast.com to get your free sticker. Click on the sticker. We'll tell you how to get it. You tell us where to send it. It's just that easy. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. All the other stuff. Festivus, Mestivus.
Yeah, Krampus.
Krampus. Oh, yeah. Krampus. Did you know that in Japan, eating fried chicken on Christmas is a national tradition?
It's a thing?
Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas Day. That is their national.
Wow.
We're gonna do weird
Sounds
holiday
making it
traditions. Yeah. Yeah, it does make it easy, doesn't it?
Just
That's kind of
pick up
funny. They eat Kentucky Fried Chicken and we eat Chinese food. Go figure. How does that work? Anyway, what else can we do today?
I think that's
it too. I love you.
I love you.
Best to you.
Best to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. Until next time, we always say with a bunch of love and affection in our heart, bye.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
The mistletoe margarita, the Scrooge driver, the North Pole punch. The holidays call for cocktails, so get everything you'll need for them delivered with Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery. So
What's it gonna be?
Classics like Bullet Bourbon, Don Julio Reposado, or Kettle One, or maybe something new. Find it all on Drizzly, where you can get beer, wine, and spirits delivered for any holiday festivity. Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
The Commercial Break. New episodes on Tuesdays and now Fridays. New YouTube clips drop daily at youtube.com/The Commercial Break. Visit tcbpodcast.com for access to our entire media library. Follow us at The Commercial Break on Instagram. Each episode is written and produced by Brian Green, co-hosted by Krissy Hoadley, with additional content provided by Tina Cano.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/fan and use code FAN. That's code FAN at prizepicks.com/fan. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.